this is Eclipse, and today we're gonna try out Assetto Corsa Competizione. Yeah, I have a lot of pre-recorded videos of me playing it. I'm not any good with this game, but I try to get into it, and I really enjoy it, despite how I'm really bad at racing, and it's all around everyone's involved, so it's like a really big skill gap. So it gets really scary, especially when you're racing against other people. But that's usually me in general regarding racing. But yes, this is a few practices here, warming up a little bit just to practice about the car. I was using the AMG Mercedes, the Evo 2020 version, I believe. I'm not too sure. I was messing with that a little bit, just putting some free practice on Monza, and just feeling how it feels to get on the rig again. Recently, I've had my rig for a good while, but I always wanted to put my step into the door in it. So, yeah, here's my few clips of me racing and enjoying my time suffering as I read the course and all that. As I've never really rode Monza on this AMG before. I'm more of a pink Porsche girly, but I recently had a new computer and I haven't had the chance to really put my save files back in. So, no pink Porsche for me, I guess. So yeah. Right now I'm like really bad and I have my little failed attempts here with my racing. Gonna do my free practices, do all that, run around, and find my move. I'm just practicing here, but we're gonna lock in here and see how it goes. I almost went out there. But it's some warm-ups for me. Also, I know I had speaker audio in the background too because I had a few friends that had you know, they were just yapping. But I am on the Porsche now. That was my few laps from there. I'm gonna lock on with this one. The Porsche out of all cars. I've tried every vehicle as much as I could. I've tried every car, even the Aston Martin. And Aston Martin's known as the most beginner vehicle, and I just literally can't. I literally can't get into it. And Porsche's like the GT3 RS too. It's literally known as the most awful fucking beginner car, and for some reason it's like my favorite one because I guess I like internal stuff. I guess I like internal suffering. Maybe so. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of things for myself recently, and I've been just really busy with everything else. So I'm glad that I recently picked up the game again. I hope to play more racing sims again when I get the chance to. It's been really difficult with all the time I've managed, but I was slowly kicking in with this one. Here's my little free practice spot. Just driving around. Onto the lap at least. And the car is pretty neatly actually there. Yeah, out of all cars, I'm just really neat with the Porsche. I got to drive a Porsche Cayman S for a fun fact one time. It was really enjoyable. They're quite small. like they're quite small, I'd say. They're like what? They're not as small as a Piata, but they're basically the smaller Porsches out there. You know, Porsches are quite small besides the GT3 RSs, so you could say semis. And that turned pretty neatly there. Yeah, I'm not too sure what was up with the races on here, because I was doing fine for free practices. But, the races, I'm not too sure. Uh, I haven't raced in a while, so just running these laps. And oh no, I swerved. Oh dear. And then, you know, at these laps here. And I just heard my family best lap, which was unfortunately a too sharp. But it is what it is. We're gonna keep driving. Oh, I slipped around. And I just had moments of so much failed attempts there. Um, so, there's those videos. But on to the actual races. I had a pretty tough qualifications here. I should have learned to get better at racing a little bit. But yeah, it was quite tricky when I actually got to qualify because the settings seemed to be the same. It's just my setup was a bit iffy, and how I was driving was, oh, I'm gonna go a lot faster than pre-qualification or before practice and whatnot, which, you know, fucked me over by the long run, you know. So, I'm just gonna keep going and just qualify here. You know, qualifying the boring stuff. I'm gonna speed up onto the race. But anyways, we're gonna speed up into the race. Basically just, you know, get it over with. Have a good time after that. I think I hit my last lap, my last good lap here. I'm not too sure. But, oh well, it's sped up, so we'll see. Yeah, I haven't paid too much attention with the GT endurance racings in a while. I've been recently seeing a lot of events happening, and I definitely want to check them out. I definitely want to build up my performance and my career as a little driver, as I want to get into sim rig and more like, you know, more professional sim racing, if I could say so. But it's been decent. I've been slowly just enjoying it. But it's the last turn, I think for the last qualifying lap, I move in, and I think my qualification lap was 156. On to the race. This was very interesting for the first race. I haven't done a grid race in a while, especially in a big lobby. I also don't really know what the fuck they were saying in the chat. I don't really like that. It's really inappropriate. Anyways, we're gonna keep left here. We are 22nd place, I believe, or 21st on the grid. Everyone's fucking sloppy for no reason. So I was trying to make sure everything was going to be safe for me. I tried being a little bit slow, and a lot slower as usual because, you know, Turtle always wins the race, hopefully. And unfortunately, it would unfortunately go that way because, yeah. Okay, I hit green, green, green. And we're gonna move forward. We're gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep my pacing. This BMW's up my fucking ass. But I'm gonna try to be safe. They're bumping each other in the clearance over there. I'm gonna stay on the left lane as much as I can. Be slow. Be slow as I can. Try counter measuring. And it turns out I become the murderer. I bumped into that smirk. I bump into everyone. Oh gosh, I'm a murderer. I'm just scary to people. I should be trusted with vehicles, I'd say. But it's whatever. We're gonna keep moving. I think I have damage on the rears, it said. I don't remember. I'm kind of stupid. But we're gonna keep going. It's gonna be okay. Right now, we are bare bottle, 15th place right now, which it's okay. It's gonna be pretty hard to race around on this grid, as there's gonna be a lot of fast drivers that are gonna catch up over to me, and they're gonna be a lot faster than me, so that's gonna be not helpful at all. Go in there, we're gonna move. I completely oversteered that. That was not good. And these are the few races where I think I got quite nervous, quite scared. I kept trying to keep slow pacing, when in reality I should just be decently sending it. But I was just nervous, and I wanted to be in the back of the grid, I guess. And I just didn't know what I was doing. It was just shambles. But it is what it is. Whatever. We let the NSX pass. That's fine. I think that's a Lamborghini behind us. I'm just gonna slow the line prop bump. And the Ferrari, I think that's the 488, almost just ran me over, but it is what it is. And the NSX goes in. Pepto-Bismol NSX, indeed. And I'm just gonna let them pass in. It's fine. We're gonna keep doing our own thing. So I think what I was just doing was trying to learn everyone's racing and how people should behave. And I just don't know what I was really thinking right now, but it is what it is. So far from what I've also noticed was when I was working on the car, the brakes were really cold. And from the brakes being cold, it was really scary because if my brakes are being cold during the initiations of the turns, that's no bueno at all. But right now, my brakes have been really warmed up for these turns. I'm fine. I'm gonna take my time here. Unfortunately, I did not hit that apex right there, and we're gonna keep losing laps in time, which is whatever. It's my first race. I don't mind. But I'm just gonna keep fumbling like always here. But we're gonna keep going, and keep racing, like always. So we're currently in 22nd place. We're gonna keep going in. Oh my gosh. I believe the Pepto-Bismol NSX just wiped itself. So we're gonna just be like, oh, hello, and just walk away to this turn. We're gonna slowly do it. We actually did that pretty cool, which I liked. But we're gonna have all this speed. Oh my gosh. And I just killed another person. Actually, no. I think that person was just really bad at driving because they literally just, I don't know what they were doing. They just turned into me, and I didn't really like that. And I guess we just killed each other, but it's whatever. 21st place. We're gonna have everything sped up because it's gonna shave a lot of time for this rendering, and all the time I just don't really cares like that. But it's just enough for me, but yeah. Turning it again, getting better. And I keep messing up right there. I'm gonna give that guy space. Almost slipped out, but it's fine. I'm just keeping my time and pace too, being slow as much as I can. But also messing up my turns. And I have a crucial issue where I usually always mess up with my turns, and I always mess up with how I do that. But it's okay. Anyways, we're gonna go to our, I believe, not personal best, sadly, but we're gonna go to this, I think, where I believe I was starting to get better. But the whole grid is hot in the traffic control right now, with 6 drivers right now ahead of me. slowly, I've kind of messed up there, but it's okay. But now I have drivers ahead. I've been trying to slowly catch up as much as I can. And now I have my limit to rise and shine. Even though, actually, no, I was actually 4 seconds off the lap in pacing. So I basically have enough space and distance here. One thing is that I just don't fuck up. That's my one issue, is don't fuck up. But it's whatever. Uh, we're gonna turn here, go in, mess it up a little bit. We lose track limits. That's unfortunate. But it is what it is. That was decent. I'm still messing up where my tires or I'm just using too much my tires and I keep oversteering. And I always brake at the wrong times. Like I'll just mess with the brakes and I wouldn't really give myself as much momentum to go in. But slow car coming in from ahead. I believe that was the black NSX. But we're gonna keep going. Currently 21. And so we're just gonna keep driving and being slow as much as we can. And as long as we're up to pace, we'll be fine. We're not gonna be overlapped. I mean, I think we're a few overlapped considering we're back at the grid. But I'm like seven positions away from being last. That's good for me at least. I mean, I'm just practicing and trying to get better at what I can do, and you know, I'm just understanding the ride of this whole thing. But we're halfway to the race, 7 laps of fuel left. 10 minutes in, we're gonna keep hitting this little stints here. We're ahead of it now. We got 4 people ahead of us. Really early entry here, but it's okay. We're still there. My brakes are still getting cold on the rear. My fronts always want to get hot. So I think I wanted to tune that. I'm not too sure. I don't think I did at all for these races because I'm a bit stupid. Oopsie daisy. I'm just a bimbo. But yeah, we're gonna keep going. Entry is nice. Hot and ready. Let's move. The rear brakes is still getting colder again, but it's still enough for me to enter this corner. As long as I learn and understand what to do, oh my gosh, that was very wide. But as long as I understand and watch a little bit of the drivers while I do my own lines, I could decently shape it up and do it right. Go to 6th gear, I'm in this position here. We're gonna turn. And I feel like I could probably take that on a little bit better, with especially more speed, I could say. But it's okay. We're just still there. 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. We're almost getting closer to the grid still, but they're gaining some time away from me. I'm 9 seconds away, which I could do so much better with that. In this one, I get scared. I want to do more push here and a lot more force, but it's okay. It's tolerable. But we're gonna hit my final lap, finally a personal fastest lap here in an actual legit lap that wasn't, a fucking no time gained or an illegal invalidated lap here. So we're gonna hit this next stint here. Just do as much as we can. We're getting slowly better at the track, and we're gonna try to be actually clean instead of just flopping around like a dead fish. Still have 7 minutes and 6 laps ahead. I see 2 people on my radar now. Slow car ahead while we catch up. One thing I do notice as well is I don't really use my brake bias either. I need to tap in like that. I turned in pretty successfully there. Almost spun out, but at least I saved it. Onto the snake of death here. Going in. Another slow car has hit. Will we pass? we will. We made it through, getting it past, and we're still 65 seconds off, or no, 65 milliseconds off from the damn corner here. But yes, I'm slowly getting better with my pacing, slowly getting there. I am really off with everyone else's times here. Everyone's shooting for like 145s. I'm only going to be able to shoot like 153 squats, but it's okay. My last minute was 155, which is fine, but it needs a lot more improvement. Hitting the turn again. Oh, so wide. But we're gonna go. Go, 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 go. 5 more minutes, or 6 more minutes remaining on the clock. I have quite some tire wear. It shouldn't be a little bit ignored, but it's fine. My brakes are still cold on the rear ends. It's very frustrating to see that. This is definitely one of my, I think, one of my fast laps for this race. I'm definitely slowly getting better, and I was kind of happy with myself. Oh my gosh, never mind. Never fucking mind. But it's okay. I was so close. It was such a really nice lap, and it almost would have been a clean lap if I didn't mess up there. But I gained so much there. Don't you ever hate it that you had a nice lap and then later on you just fuck up on another lap later on? That's like me every day. But I grasped onto that apex pretty neatly there. But it's not gonna matter because my lap's pretty invalidated, but a 153 is pretty neat. Oh my gosh. That was quite a hot stint there. I was so close to 1 second off. That would have been so nice to hit a 152 shot, but it's okay. We're moving back into the stint. But that was pretty nice of me. We're gonna go to this one lap, and we have, a minute and 50 seconds remaining. I'm still pretty nice with everything else, and I'm still surprised that I'm, you know, decently running this still, even with damage. I was kind of nervous with the pit crew damage, and I was like so scared about that, but it still ended up working at the end of the day. And right now I'm currently 16th place, or now 15, yeah, 15th place from, you know, I was originally like what 21 or so, which was quite a gap for our positions right there. So yeah, I mean, slowest car wins the race at times. Even though you don't actually win or be in the grid, I mean, at least I practice and, you know, show off being decently consistent or trying to be. But I kind of fucked up on that curve there. But it's okay. And also slow car ahead comes in place. Yellow flagging as well. Watching out for a slow car going in. Now we're in 14th place. Kicking it in. We have 22 seconds left, 2 laps of fuel left. And here we go with the hot turn. And that is extremely wide. Not even wide, but extremely far. And I'm just gonna say, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep moving. Which was really stupid. And I did it again. What a fucking asshole of me. Oh my gosh. I forgot about that. I'm sure that driver is probably mad at me for being a fucking shitty driver. But I'm glad that what they did was pretty nice, where they just fucking bonked me over, which it is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna be 13th place in that race. And it was okay. I did fine. I should have done a lot better there, but it is what it is. It was my first race of like, what, a long time, and I never really played the game that much. I've only done a few things, and, you know, I want to do more. It was a good time. It was a good race for this year, at least. But back to qualification on this one. We're gonna, you know, see how it goes. Looked fine. We're just trying to read the course a little bit more, get a little bit better of what I was trying to do. I think this was my hot stint, or my hot lap for the race. Everything else I just decided to fuck off and, you know, just relax for a good bit. Because, you know, I mean, why can't you just let a hot girl at least take a break for a good bit, you know? At least just give a girl a break. The qualification, we got 6 minutes left for the race. Just gonna go in, take this lap. And the good lap, we get 1 minute and 53 seconds. I think that's my personal best for that qualification, but off the second race again, this is gonna be quite a hassle, and guess what? The fucking yellow BMW is still behind me. So that's gonna be even more fun and aggressive. It's gonna be so awful, but it is what it is. This time, you know, it's so cramped, so jam-packed. This time I'm actually gonna be really slow with this one, because I know there's gonna be so many accidents here. Because, you know, ACC racing and public servers is such a nightmare, and it's no fun. But we're gonna hold the speed. I'm know that the BMW is gonna try pass me, try bombing into me. So I'm gonna try to stay in the middle lane here. Let everyone pass me. I'm gonna take a little break, be slow from them. Yep, and then the Lamborghini passes me, that's fine. And everyone's just soaring away, which is fine. Crowd control, that's okay. But I'm gonna take this leap, take the left, brake a little bit here. Brake as much as I can. And, you know, I'm doing fine here. That's completely fine, actually. Everyone's cutting everywhere. But it was actually pretty smooth there. I'm glad that everyone moved away from me and didn't hit me, but my brakes are really cold. It's pretty scary. I'm gonna slowly just let people, move away from me and slowly let people just go ahead, let them kind of bitch and boss me around because I don't know what I'm doing. And clearly I don't know what I'm doing with that turn. And I clearly don't know what I'm doing with my driving. But I'm just gonna keep going. That's fine. Moving up into the grid. Awful turn. The red Ferrari wants to pass me. But the crash comes in. And the red Ferrari actually tackles me instead. And I got light damage on the rear, which was not fun. But it's okay. A whole lot of cars just killed themselves there. And I'm just gonna keep on pushing. I was slipping and sliding a bit here. I just couldn't handle it, so I just let it happen. But I just lost my pacing there, and a bunch of the... Oh my gosh! And the pink NSX, the Pepto-Bismol fucking almost killed me with everyone else. Oh my gosh, that was so scary. The one issue I could say as well is that I did not mess with my mirror settings as well, because I can't see shit behind me, and I don't know who's behind me, so it gets really nerve-wracking to see who will drive and zoom into me, and it just jump scares me, and it's not really helpful. So I'm definitely gonna fix that later on. Unfortunately, I'm stupid and I didn't fix that after this race, but it's fine. Just keep the pace again. And, yeah, obviously, but we're just gonna let everyone pass ahead, do my laps, recover a little bit, let everyone pass away, and you ride the little wave that they have here. Unfortunately, I was pretty wide on that, and he just fucking bumped me. That was not fun at all. But it's okay. I'm kind of angry about that, but I guess I deserve it because I'm obviously a terrible person. But we're just gonna, let them pass, let everyone go. I really did not have a good race this session, and it is what it is. So far, we're just moving. I believe onto one of our good laps. We just hit a person which is decent, but it is okay. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna show our redemption. We're 1 lap away, 10 laps of fuel. Still have a few laps to keep going, but we're gonna keep trying. My fronts keep getting really hot here too. I noticed that, you know, my fronts also get way too warm. Sometimes my traction control and some of my electricals kind of fuck me over at times, and it doesn't really help because it's also a Porsche that's also very slippery fish, so it's not really helpful to really you're either win or lose, and it sucks, and it's also both losing at the same time. But there's the Ford GT3 behind us, has the blue flag. We are gonna let them pass. I think we do, but it is okay. We're gonna let them pass through, but they're quite slow. Whoa! Just almost killed me there, but I guess fuck me, but you know, he's just gonna drive hard as much as he can, go in there. So far we went to last place to decently 18, but it's okay. We're just gonna keep going. We almost completely killed each other and completely invalidated a lap. But good news is that we just hit a fastest lap, which is gonna be a 154, which is fine. I think I'm not too sure what's the fastest thing, but I think I enjoy that. It's like 10 seconds short of 143, which was everyone was hitting. But you're gonna hit that turn. Mustang, I think that was the Mustang or the Lamborghini that just completely soared in, which was not fun at all, not fair, but whatever. We're just gonna keep going and, you know, keep hitting the fast laps and getting better at these laps here. You know, flag ahead. We're ahead of everyone too. Gonna pass that guy, and there's a few to pass even more here. Do we pass them? I do not think so. But I've been slowly getting better with my turns and all that too, which is pretty neat. I've been trying to do what I can with these. I hit those snakes there. We definitely have to be careful because we're getting up to the lineup of the head of the people. The one issue is that I'm two laps down, so I'm pretty much overlapped anyways. But you know, I'm at 17th place right now. I'm just chilling, but I'm gonna hit this fast lap, which is gonna be 153, and that's awesome. I was really happy with that because I'm slowly shaving time and trying as much as to do that. We're gonna completely fail this turn though, which sucks because I was doing really good right there and I would have gotten so much time off, but I'm just gonna say fuck it and whatever. Just take my time. Take everything from me. I don't want it. I don't want anything. I just want vengeance. But yeah, we're just gonna do that, be an asshole again. I've been just being a non-stop asshole this whole race. But it's okay. People are really weird in this server that I joined. But we're gonna speed up. The Porsche is gonna go ahead of me. We're just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep following their ways of driving. So I'm just following their line, trying to figure out everything. Clearly I failed at doing that, and they immediately zoom and just said, "See you later, sucker." And it's whatever. I'm like kind of mean, but you know, you gotta race somehow. So I'm just not gonna see that guy in a little while. But we're just gonna turn here, learn to line a bit. You know, I'm just trying to teach it off that Porsche because I need to get better with Porsches. Go in, completely nice. I shaved 45 seconds off of that, which is pretty cool. I like that, really great. But we have 5 minutes and 6 laps remaining here. Currently 16th place, which is quite surprising for me too. But we turned that pretty neatly, almost neatly, but we just lost time there, which kind of sucked. That's whatever. The time is pretty inaccurate in this game. It's all just with the ghost or whatever. But I'm just taking my time around here. Gonna hit this. pretty nice. The one issue I was having was the big hairpin on the last corner. I realized that I was either going too far or going too back whenever I initiate my corners, and I really couldn't find the sweet spot there. I think I've gotten a lot. I think I was getting a lot better with that though, but I definitely could have also sorted it out a lot more. But hey, here comes another 153. I'm getting slightly better there, but I had another personal best. I'm just trying to rack up my best as much as I can. Trying to understand. Trying to figure it out and mess with my setups. And clearly I didn't do... Oh. Clearly I almost didn't do that, but I ended up, getting into it, and I don't think my thing is invalidated, but it's whatever. And oh my gosh, never mind. Yep, there I go. Just gone like that. Quite close until I hit those barriers. But there's a lot of dead debris over there and dirty air, which isn't good. Just slows us down, but whatever, it's Assetto Corsa. And I'm just the outlier, the cowgirl, the girl by herself. Well, the whole line of cars is just driving past me, and I'm just trying to catch up. I'm like, hey, what's up? What's you guys doing? And I just spin out, so I just don't even see them. I just got shot dead, is what I'm saying. But 2 minutes and 30 seconds coming in, 4 laps. So I feel we're gonna, try to take my time again. Be slow and steady, and take these corners with excess. I don't know about y'all, but which one would you prefer? Would you prefer the GT3 Ferraris or the Porsche GT3 RSs? I think the Ferraris is the 488 GT3s. I don't remember. I know there's also the 296s and all that. That's the iRacing version, I think. I think ACC takes the 488s. But which one would you prefer? Definitely comment down about that. But 4 seconds of the race left. Currently racing with, I don't know what that car is, and I'm just being an asshole again. I just completely let that Lamborghini take me from that, but 13th place, and it's no laps remaining. But I'm gonna keep racing since it's the final lap. Wait until the leader of the race finishes. Completely fuck up the thing, but yeah, I guess 13th place was actually a lot better than the position I had from the last race, and I think I definitely got slowly better with the races there. But yeah, onto Silverstone. I found a Silverstone lobby for beginners. I was like, I'm gonna try this out because I'm obviously a beginner. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna play this, and I'm just gonna do my laps. For me, personally, I think my favorite lap, or the one lap I can do, and the tracks I could race, is probably Silverstone for sure, for, track racing and stuff. Because I've had my fair share of races with Silverstone a few times. I really liked it, and I think I'm really decent with hitting the corners, and I like how everything's elevated. But, yeah, we're gonna go in 30 minutes of qualification. Keep soaring and racing. I think there is at least 8 people in the grid, but it said 10 for max, so it was like 10 or 8 people in the grid. Slowly, initial D'd that completely. But I'm gonna, turn here, slowly dab there. What I realized was on my setup that I tried using on Monza was the tires were too high of a PSI rating, especially for this road, was that the tires wouldn't want to turn, it would just oversteer a lot. And I was using too much of the tires, and the tires were too beefy, it didn't feel really good. So I tried, qualifying with these tires, feel how things are feeling. But we got, 2 minutes, like 3 minutes left of this race. Put onto the stint of the hot lap. Oh my gosh, and the AMG is trying to race me and battle me now already. I got a contestant immediately, and another one showing up. I'm just gonna give them space, try to do my own thing, practice the laps, practice everything, sort all around. Clearly, the AMG and the Porsche are just battling it with each other. I just spun out because I was too scared that one of them were gonna crash there. It looked like that, but yeah, that's whatever. So this is gonna be my first lap of the qualification. I took that turn way too early. I haven't really done this race in a while, but I still made it neatly. Could have gained more time off that though, and I could have gained more time off that. It's okay. But we're gonna lose time. We're gonna lose the gap between the Porsche and AMG there. Definitely lost my validation for my lap. So I'm just gonna keep trying to understand everything and not spin out. Yellow flag ahead. It's like a blue Lamborghini. Who really cares about it? We're gonna keep going. Yeah, 1 minute remaining for this qualification. But we're learning things and trying to figure this corner out this time. And the first corner of this map, I used to have so much struggles with it, and I was so confused. But once I understand and got to learn, I was like, oh okay. And I've gotten so much better with it. I just said, get out of my way, fucking bitch out there. That oh my gosh, the AMG was like ready moved for me, as she said honestly. But we just soared in there completely, just right in, spling. But we're gonna go for the first lap, the first actual lap I think I had, and I only have like 2 minutes and 30 seconds before it gets, taken away. So I had to haul as much as I can here. Gonna slowly turn there, perfectly moved on, press the gas in, put it in, but smooth. That's awesome. We're gonna keep going. And just, that was a really nice, that was a few nice turns of me right there. But we're gonna go dive in, and we're gonna go keep moving. We're just gonna be zooming, and we're gonna be going crazy. In. That was quite successful actually. Like that wasn't bad. I think I go way too. I think I either I still have that issue where I go too short with those turns, but that wasn't terrible. I definitely make it better with my distances though. So I hit that completely. About to hit this one. Qualify on this turn. Onto first gear. And yeah, it wasn't bad at all. I mean, it could have been a lot better if my race with my lap there, but it was something at least. I could qualify with it. But onto racing. There is one thing with it that I was trying to figure out, but I think I messed up a few of my settings, and you know, I think I got it a little bit out, so it's less more with the tires, and whoa. I just witnessed that. That guy just completely tried nose firing me, and the Lamborghini just went out of the grid. I'm glad that I watched that, but yeah, so we're gonna keep going. Follow the Pepto-Bismol, fucking AMG or Porsche over there. Hitting my lane's completely fine. I'm gonna keep drafting, watching out for that Lamborghini. Or Ferrari. I know he really wants to pass me. The Ferrari really wants me to just, wants me to fuck off. But I'm gonna get that Ferrari some distance. I'm gonna get everyone some distance until the Lamborghini fucking hits me. Out of all cars, he just whams into me, and that made me realize I didn't fix my fucking mirror settings. So, that made me really upset. Because I was doing fine until that guy just soared into me. And now I gotta watch out for this jackass, because what is he doing? What are you doing? So this green guy over here is just thinking he could fuck around and fucking kill people over here. When he's just a newbie, honestly. I can't really bully people like that, but I can't really say shit either. I'm really dog shit at racing. But it's fine. It's all a-okay. At the end of the day, I wasn't gonna win. Because midway of my race, I realized I had zero fucking fuel. And obviously, I'm not gonna win this race. And I wouldn't have time to. And if I did go into pit stops, I would have been way outlapped. So, I just let it happen. So I'm just following this green Lamborghini. I was kind of scared that he's gonna fucking pit or like rear end me again, and so he just went out of whack. And I catched up, slowly catching up. He's like, hell no, you're not fucking catching up to me. And he's just soaring. I'm just gonna gain some, little spots here. A little bit, do like the little agga-dagga fooling around until he went really wide. Or no, he didn't went right at all. Okay. Until he's just gonna keep going here. I'm gonna keep pressuring him a little bit, doing my own lane, doing my own way, and he just went off the grass completely. So this is my chance. This is my move. And he just slides out. So we're gonna keep going. As I should, because I knew that someone as aggressive as him was just gonna keep, sliding out like that. So, we're just gonna keep going this way and driving, and we're gonna catch up to the other cars as I should have done originally, besides getting crashed. And honestly, having damage regardless, I should have probably went to the pit stops because that would have been a good reasoning. But sadly, I think that it wouldn't have happened anyways because I only had 11 minutes left of the race. And if you do one race, and if you have one race left, or if you have that short of a race in endurance, you're definitely basically cut. So I just rather just, getting my laps out as fast as I can. It definitely was a lot slow because of that green Lamborghini, but it's okay. We caught up to the grid. We're gonna keep going. There's a green guy behind me, or ahead of me. I think that was the Lamborghini ahead of me. I took that corner way too wide. So we're gonna just give it some time and move forward with it. It feels definitely interesting whenever I race in the Porsche because there's barely never any other Porsche drivers besides once in a while, and most of the time it's just the basic like races and whatnot, but or like the basic racing cars like Lamborghinis and Ferraris. But I wouldn't blame the Ferrari drivers because they have an extra gear and they're really good cars, especially in ACC. But we had the fastest lap, not good at all, but it's a lot faster than the qualification I had. Going up the turns, smooth and sailing. There's no one ahead of me so far. I I would say I'd probably have like a 7-second lead, 7-second gap. Yep, I'm getting slowly there. Yep, 7 seconds. I'm smart, but right, I keep going. I'm getting some sort of lead. There's a two-person battle down there. I have 2 laps remaining of fuel, which is awfully terrible because guess what? It's 10 minutes. I would only be able to race till 5. So I basically just hurt myself for this whole race. But we're gonna completely dive in there. We're shaving off some good time here. Almost a second off, which is really nice. But we're gonna go in. Pretty decent actually for that. And then this is my awful turn, which I need to get better at that, but it actually worked. Keep moving there. The battles keep happening in front of me, but I'm slowly losing my pacing there. But I have 6 seconds now instead of 7, so I may have potential to do something with that. On to the best lap again. We have 2 laps remaining still for that. But we're gonna keep hauling ass as usual. I took that completely wide, but it still worked. I actually don't get track points. It sucks, but it's whatever. Cruising down the snake pretty good actually. I love Silverstone. Silverstone's so fun. You get to slide around in the Porsche the whole time, and that's really awesome to see that. Since our lap has been validated, I'm gonna keep trying. I got 1 lap of fuel left. Halfway into the race as well. But I'm not gonna make it. And I'm slowly chasing them. I'm like 5 seconds off. What's really sad is that honestly, I could have actually catched up to these guys if I didn't lose fuel like that. Because I was getting seconds and seconds and seconds off. And I'm just cruising around and messing up the timetables right now of losing time. But onto that corner, they were just there. Ugh, just fucked up. But I was on 4 seconds this time, 4,900. But I messed up on that turn, which was pretty sacrificial. But we're on to the same turn now. We're gonna keep going. For 700, 4 seconds and 700 milliseconds on. Was still chasing beyond. I was gaining so much laps here. Onto the same street now. 1 lap left. And I was on predicted 2 seconds and 6 milliseconds, I believe. Getting so much time as I can here. I'm 4 seconds off now, but I just lost fuel. I'm like 0 laps left of fuel. And my brakes are actually decently good this time, so I'm able to slide around and actually not lose that tread, you know? But unfortunately, it came to the sad case of my unfortunate fate. Still moving, still going. I hit this turn. Will it be worth it? It will be. Will that turn be worth it? Yes! It works. So I gotta keep pushing, keep going. We're on the same road. We're 3 seconds close. 3 seconds. Onto the hairpin. Oh my gosh, the turns. And it just worked. The fucking turns absolutely worked there. I was surprised. I was so scared that I almost spun out, but it worked. And 2.6. And I just lost fuel last second there. Of course, I lost lap 2. Unfortunately, I lost lap fuel there and I couldn't keep going, sadly. But it's okay. It's a shame, sad. It's a really bad shame. But it was really good for the timetables and everything. Thank you for everyone who watched the whole long episode of this track racing video. I hope to do more, and I appreciate everyone that has definitely stayed for this long. I didn't expect it to be that long, but I'm glad that have everyone have this commentary and enjoy it so far. Sorry for the stuttering. I'm just too tired most of the time, but I just exist. Who would know? But thank you all.